I don't know how to drink, I guess. Okay.
I like the tiny man on the big background.
Yeah, it's great. Is that my kid? That's Clint. Man, Angela.
Are you
would
talking
not-
about me?
Yeah.
The tiny man on a big background.
You have to watch this back.
That's the title of my autobiography.
Or you
Yeah,
could go
you're like
with, you could go with Tiny Man, Big Heart.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Oh,
Big BG.
big man in a little coat.
Yeah.
All right.
Tommy
we are
boy.
live, and you can tell this is a fun group of people that love to have fun together. And we've been doing everything remotely. But now that, COVID is over, they're wanting more people to come back to the office. And tonight we're reading an office that you actually want to see. We're reading The Office, season 2, episode 9. And let me introduce you to your office mates here. So go around the corners. Cubicle number 1, Peter Leach. Welcome back. Tell us about who you are, what you do, and where people can find you.
What I do, I am a registered massage therapist and personal trainer in Calgary, Alberta. Where people can reach me is at pjltraining.com@gmail.com. Get a little more involved with this, really starting to like it. So yeah.
Awesome.
Sweet.
And we like having you here. Thank you. And cubicle to my right, Ari.
I'm Ari, a voice actor located in Calgary. You can find me on my Facebook at Ari Williamson. Probably the best place to find me at the moment. And yeah, I usually, whenever I come to these, I enjoy them.
Woohoo! And we enjoy when you come to them as well. Now, also welcome back to the office, Vicki Dykes.
Hello, everyone. I'm Vicki Dykes. I'm from Central Alberta, Penhold. I'm an actress, and you can find me on social media under the name Vicki Dykes for Facebook and Yoga Grandma 7 on Instagram. And tonight I am reading actions and descriptions, and I will for a short moment be Dave.
Yes. And our Dunder Mifflin model, Clint Monroe.
Hey, my name's Clint. I will be reading Dwight, Stanley, Ryan, and Chris tonight. And yeah, you can find me at Dunder Mifflin.
Woohoo! And we got Roxane.
Hello, I'm Roxane Armstrong. I'm from Central Alberta here. I'm an actor here, and I'm also a social marketer for a health and wellness company. I love doing the table reads. I've been doing a lot of improv lately, just looking at spreading my horizons. Tonight, I'm reading Kelly, Mary Beth, Stephanie, and Stacy.
Wonderful. And in the next cubicle, back at the office, Morgan Toll.
Hey guys, I'm Morgan. I am a SAG-AFTRA voice actor here in Los Angeles. I'm also the talent executive at streamily.com, which is a really cool website where you can get an autograph from pretty much any celebrity.
That is amazing. Come on, you guys love celebrities? You love somebody? Go on there. See if you can get an autograph from them. Watch it live. It's awesome.
Streamily.com. Oh, and you can follow me on Instagram at Morgan Elizabeth Toll.
There we go. And next we have in the cubicle to her right, Heather Lee.
Hello, my name is Heather Lee Cameron. I'm a writer / freelance journalist. I'm an actor / voice actor. I'm an independent filmmaker. I'm a family history research student. I'm a very busy individual, but I am also constantly looking for work. And I'd be gratified if you'd hire me because I'm always looking for projects to do. I am a happy workaholic.
Awesome.
You can find my work experience on Facebook under Heather Lee Freelancer, or on YouTube under the Storm and Latter-day Saints, which is where you can find my personal links. Tonight, I'll be reading the roles of Phyllis, Roy, Lisa, and Steve. And I live in Lethbridge, Alberta, but I can also legally work in the United States.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And next we have Angel Peterson and Selah. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, I am Angel, and I'll be your host once our awesome host decides to leave. And I'm going to be Pam. And Selah is my daughter.
Hi, I'm going to be reading Angela, and I'm a very private person, so I'll just say I'm Angel's daughter.
At least I got that.
You cannot find her anywhere, so don't try.
Yeah,
She's
I'm a
mysterious.
ghost. But I'm excited to read for Angela.
For me.
We're excited to have you here. Thank you for joining us and participating. And then last welcoming back to the office is Erin Lillis.
Hello, I am Erin Lillis, and I am a voice actress, and I am playing Michael Scott tonight, which is a huge honor. Thank you. And I will do my best to make it funny and not read the wrong words and, change the backgrounds at the right time and not get distracted and all that. Okay, you can find me at erinlillis.com. It will take you somewhere. We'll find out where that is when you go there. And I think I'm ready to go.
All right. Well, this has been the conclusion of our orientation. I'm welcoming you back to the office. And please, Angel, will you share the employee manual? And Vicky, can you read that employee manual in the most exciting way possible? All right.
Perfect. All right. Have a great trip and talk to you later.
All right.
Be safe.
Thank
care.
you.
Bye, safe.
Let me know if this doesn't work and kicks it.
It works. You're good. All right. And here we are with The Office. So whenever you're ready, Vicky.
The Office, email surveillance, directed by Paul Feig. Cold open, fade in. Interior, Michael's office, day. Michael is sipping coffee, staring out the window. A concerned look comes over him. The camera looks out the window and finds exterior parking lot. A young muslin man with a backpack is walking into the building. Interior, Michael's office. Michael dials his phone in a panic.
Pick up, damn it.
You have reached the security desk at
It is bad.
Michael hangs up and runs out of his office. Interior office. Michael runs in from his office.
Everyone, lock the doors, turn out the lights, pretend to not be here.
Are we in danger?
I don't know. There's no time to think about if this is real.
He runs to lock the door and turns out the lights. Everyone is quiet. There's a knock on the door. They wait. Then another. Tap, tap, tap. Michael, talking head.
The IT guy and I, well, we didn't get off to a great start.
End of cold open. Act 1. Fade in. Interior office accounting area. Oscar is bouncing his knee up and down while he works. Angela sighs. He looks up to see Angela staring at his leg.
You're going to have to stop that.
Oscar moves his leg under the desk out of view. A beat.
I can still feel it.
Interior, Michael's office. Sadiq, the Muslim IT tech, is working at Michael's computer. Michael hovers.
Well, I tried to install it myself, but you guys have everything so password protected.
that just means you have to enter your password. What's your password, Michael?
Sadiq notices a post-it note stuck to Michael's computer. It says, password 1234.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Michael doesn't answer. Sadiq looks up to find him staring at his turban. Oh, Michael quickly looks away to the computer screen.
So that's great.
Sadiq looks back and Michael returns to staring at his turban.
Do you have a question or something? about my turban?
No, I wear a turban too sometimes. It's in that drawer. Let me show you.
He pulls out his Karnak turban and puts it on.
Why do you have that?
It's funny. You know, Johnny Carson. Did you have Johnny Carson where you grew up?
In Pittsburgh? Yes, but I never really watched him.
You were forbidden.
No, I'm much younger than you. I watch Conan.
Michael removes his turban and puts it away.
So you need system admin privileges.
Ooh, privileges for top management only, I'm sure. An exclusive club, like United's Red Carpet Club. I'm in that too. Get the day pass mostly.
It just means I have to log on for you.
Do you need to see my ID first? My pay stub? Proof that I deserve these privileges?
No, I just need you to be quiet for a second.
Wow, all business. We could use somebody like you around here.
I do work here.
There's a beat, and then Michael steps outside. Interior office, Jim and Dwight's desk. Dwight sees Michael has exited, and he gets up.
What are you doing?
What I'm always doing. My job.
No, why is he here? What is it?
I can't tell you.
You have to tell me.
No, I don't.
Look, I know you don't want to think about this, but if anything were to happen to you, God forbid, I need to know in order to take over.
Nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm in great shape. Best shape of my life. Look at these puppies.
Doesn't matter. You could still get an aneurysm, be hit by a car, bus, train, be poisoned, fall down a hole, step on a mine, choke.
What? That's not gonna. You need to leave.
Okay, I suggest you write down what you're doing and put it in this envelope. Then I won't open it when you leave, when I have to.
Michael's talking head.
There are some things a boss can't really share with his employees. His salary, that would just depress them. His bed. I also can't tell them I'm going to be reading their emails because, well, email surveillance. All the big companies do it. Increases efficiency, increases productivity. It is a necessary evil. Well, it's not really evil. It's just a necessary good thing.
Interior, Michael's office. Sadiq is sitting at Michael's computer. Michael stands over his shoulder, looking at the screen.
So, how do you search?
By keyword phrase.
Oh, try profits.
He types, but before any possible results could come up.
Well, now try Michael Scott, Michael and boss and funny.
Sadiq types. Michael looks at the screen.
Ah, an email from Stanley. I can't go to the game tonight because my boss, Michael, is an ass and is making me Stanley's an ass, not our hardest worker.
Interior office. Pam is working at her desk. She yawns. The camera whips over to find Jim yawning. He's not looking at Pam now, but we know he just did. Interior office. Phyllis is reading something on her computer. She looks concerned.
Oh, this isn't good.
Stanley doesn't look up.
It's fine.
You don't even know what I'm talking about.
He doesn't. Angle on Michael coming out of his office. Oscar sees him.
Hey, what's the deal, Michael? Why are you spying on our computers?
Everyone looks up, interested.
Oh, no, everyone. Oscar's gone crazy. What other ghost stories do you have for us? That I've bugged the office, put cameras in the plants? Oh, that I'm really a robot, will destroy whatever comes in my path. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Michael makes robot movements.
Actually, we just got a memo from IT saying you're doing email surveillance.
What? No, that defeats the whole.
Oh, so it's true? You have access to our emails?
Well, yes, but it's not a big deal. It's normal for a growing company to.
We're growing? I thought we were worried about downsizing.
Not growing in terms of people or jobs, Pam. We're growing together to make a better company, a more united company.
Yeah. One where the boss spies on us.
Look, I hear you, Stanley. And you know what the problem is?
I think I do.
Well, the problem is that when people think of Big Brother, they think bad and scary, but that's just ridiculous. I mean, I love my Big Brother. I mean, he's such a great guy. He's handsome, really fit, and he has helpful suggestions. Like here's one for Jim. Instead of emailing Amazon about the CD you never got, I suggest you tell Visa to cancel the charge.
Michael looks at Jim as if to say, see?
Yeah, I didn't need help with that.
Seems like you did. Lots of emails to Amazon. Tons of wasted computer space. Okay, back to work, everybody.
Michael goes back to his office. Everyone looks annoyed. Angle on, Phyllis looking to Stanley as if to say, I told you so. Toby talking head.
Yeah, I assume Michael was already doing that. That's why I only used my personal email account.
Interior office, accounting area. Kevin is at his computer. On his screen, we see he's dragging a file to the trash. He clicks empty trash. A taskbar comes up and progresses slowly. He has a lot to erase. Interior office, reception area. Pam is at her desk. Angela is at the printer. Dwight approaches Angela and leans in quietly.
Just so you know, if you have any sensitive emails, they need to be deleted immediately.
I know.
Good.
Dwight walks back to his desk. Pam doesn't know what to make of this. She waves Jim over.
Something just happened.
Okay. That's less than you usually give me to go on.
Dwight just told Angela that she needs to delete any sensitive email she has immediately.
What?
I know.
Huh?
Do you think?
No way. Dwight and Angela? No way.
I know. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Maybe.
We can see by Jim's face, he's considering it too.
Oh, it's horrible. I have to know. Don't you have to know?
Nope. I don't think so.
I can't let this go. I have to figure it out. And lucky for me, I have nothing to go on up here from now till March.
Pam's talking head.
It's like squishing a spider under a book. I know it's going to be gross, but I have to look and see it's really dead. So if you see anything going on between them.
Interior, Michael's office. Michael is glued to his computer. He glances up at the camera from time to time.
Should have done this a long time ago. Tons of personal emails. Huge time wasters. Like Kevin's ranking of the best bars in Scranton. Poor Richards is number 7. Oh, come on.
His intercom buzzes.
Yeah,
Accounting needs your approval of the.
not now. Working.
Michael hangs up on her and looks back to the computer.
Ooh, Meredith got an Evite. Looks like Jim's having a barbecue tonight. That's odd. How come I didn't get my invitation? Oh, here we go. Oh, click here for the invite list. Angela, Stanley, Oscar. I don't see Meredith, Phyllis. You guys are on here. Kevin, Creed, must be. No.
Michael's talking head.
There's a distance between the boss and the employees. It's intimidation mostly, an awareness that they're not me. It's like, oh, I respect Michael Scott so much. What if I drop spinach dip on him at the party? What will he think of me then? Will it affect my salary? I don't know. As much as I come across as approachable as one of the guys, sometimes I think I could be even approachable.
Interior office. Dwight is staring in the direction of accounting. The camera whips to find Pam has just noticed this. Could he be staring at Angela? Pam gets up to get a better look. She follows Dwight's gaze to Kevin, who is lifting a box onto a shelf. His shirt has come untucked, exposing his stomach. Back to Pam, who deflates a little.
Keep your eye on the prize, the horrible, horrible prize.
Pam heads back to her desk. Interior break room. Well, spy shot. Jim is getting a soda. Kevin approaches.
Hey, I know it's last minute, but is it cool if I bring my fiance tonight?
Sure, it's very casual. I'm not worried about numbers or anything.
Jim's talking head.
What would Phyllis look like in my living room? Where would Stanley hang out? There are work friends who you watch all day answering the phone saying, Dunder Mifflin, this is, whoever, Oscar. And then you want to see what they would look like at your place. Plus, my roommate wants to meet everybody. I'm pretty sure he thinks I'm making Dwight up.
Interior office, Jim and Dwight's desks. Michael comes out of his office. His tie is off and a few buttons on his shirt are unbuttoned. He wanders over to Jim's desk.
Hey.
Hi.
Where's your tie?
I don't know. I just wanted to take it off. Sometimes work can be so damn frustrating. You know what I mean, Jim?
Yeah, I guess.
What's wrong, Michael? You can talk to me.
It's just the same old crap. The boss is riding my ass.
Oh, God. Jan? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. I just, want to hang out here where I'm just one of the guys.
The most important one of the guys.
That's not the point.
Jim looks to camera. Point? What's
It's
the
exactly
point?
It's exactly the point. You've hit a slump. Happens to the best. But you have to remember who you are, how hard you work to get this. And you are the boss. You can buy and sell all of us in the snap of your little finger.
I would never do that.
And you can't actually snap with your little finger.
This is hardly the time.
No, this is great. This is perfect. Just us out here doing some friendly ribbing. The group of us, the worker bees.
Jim looks to the camera. What the hell? Interior break room. Pam heads to the vending machine. Angela is there getting a candy bar.
Angela, how's it going?
It's okay.
You bringing anyone to Jim's party tonight?
No. Are we supposed to?
No, I don't think so. No.
Angela's baby Ruth drops. She reaches for it. Pam readies her dollar and sees that Angela is putting another dollar in.
Oh.
Angela pushes the button for another baby Ruth, and Pam turns to the camera, holding up 2 fingers. And mouthing the word.
A mouth word.
Pam looks at the camera. Isn't that interesting? Interior office, Jim and Dwight's desk. Pam is standing near Dwight's desk.
So a friend of mine is kind of into these 2 girls that he works with. One is tall and brunette, and the other one is short and blonde and really perky and kind of judgmental. Which one do you think he should go out with?
Do you think they have access to our medical records?
Dwight's talking head.
The great thing about modern America is computerization of all medical records. As a volunteer sheriff, I could look up anyone's psychiatric records, surgical history, yeast infections. For some reason, there are a lot of yeast infections in this county. Probably because we're downriver from the Wonder Bread factory.
Interior office, Jim and Dwight's desks.
Is this for sex or marriage or just fun?
Huh? You know what? I'll talk to him and get back to you.
Pam quickly runs away. Interior office, reception area. She sees Roy at the reception.
Hi.
Hey, babe.
He kisses her and is a little more affectionate than normal.
Hey, do you mind if I go to Lonnie's poker game tonight? I promise it's the last one for a while.
But I thought we were going to go to that barbecue at Jim's house.
Oh man, can't you go to that without me? Come up with something. Tell him I ate something.
I might be late.
Don't wake me up. I'm playing ball in the morning.
Roy crosses off. Pam is lost in thought for a minute and then
Did I miss anything?
interior kitchen. Jim, Pam, Oscar, and Kevin are eating lunch. Michael comes in with a cup of noodles and sits next to Jim. Jim looks to Pam. What the hell?
You're going to eat with us?
Well, of course. Hang with my crew, the crew. The crew I am one of. Got my cup of noodles here. Cheap, tasty, hot, meal in a cup. What do you guys have?
Michael looks around at what everyone's eating.
Yogurt. Very good, Pam. Some PB&J. Excellent choice, Oscar. What do you have there, Jim?
Ham and cheese.
Oh, cheese with ham and bread, with ham and bread.
It's now quiet and uncomfortable.
So how's everyone day going so far?
The group responds with fine, okay, etc.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
Ryan rushes in towards Michael with styrofoam containers.
I'm sorry, this is so late. They had a big order right before yours, and they threw in a free spiced tuna roll.
Ryan tries to hand it to Michael.
Oh, I don't need it. I have my lunch.
You don't want this?
No. Why don't you have it? I better yet actually put it in the fridge with my name on it.
Ryan takes the food and crosses to the fridge.
Cup of noodles is all I need. Brain food. Got through college on this stuff. You too?
Nah, never really liked it.
You know what I miss most about college? Not that it was a long time ago, maybe 8 years probably ago.
Would have to be more than 10.
Oh, look at me. I'm an accountant. I always have to show off with my numbers.
I was just saying.
Say it then. Don't spray it.
Kevin looks at Michael. He was in no way spraying it.
Yeah. I miss those college parties. Man, were they off the hook? And everyone was there, just the jocks, the nerds, all the same, just having fun. Cool kids, the professors.
Professors were at the party?
Of course, they were the most fun. We'd always invite them.
Jim is squirming. Oh, this is awkward. Jim's talking head.
I got 3 cases of imported beer, a karaoke machine, and I'm not inviting Michael. 3 ingredients for a great party. It's nothing personal. I just want everyone to relax and have fun.
Interior office reception area. Pam is working. The camera moves in tight on her. Pam looks up to find the camera is very close.
What?
Pam looks up and sees Dwight takes a bite of a Baby Ruth bar.
Yay. Thank you.
Interior office, Jim and Dwight's desk. Jim and Dwight are there. Michael is nearby.
I mapped out my route to the party tonight, and I have several questions. First,
Hey, could you keep it down?
why?
Some people don't know about it.
What? Who?
Michael?
Just Michael? Why just Michael?
Michael is coming closer. Jim just wants to shut Dwight up.
Because it's a surprise.
It is? Oh, that's perfect. He's had such a hard day.
Interior office reception area. Pam is at her desk. Jim crosses over.
So Dwight thinks tonight is a surprise party for Michael.
Really? But that's great. Maybe we could get him to hide and wait somewhere.
Hey, So I'm trying to figure out numbers of people for food and stuff. Any ideas if Roy's planning on coming?
No, he's not going to make it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
As Jim turns, we see he's a little happier than when he came over. Michael spots Jim and comes out of his office.
Hey there. Almost quitting time.
Yep, 4 o'clock.
One more hour. Take care of anything you forgot to do. Hey, I don't know if you have plans tonight, but if not, we could hang out.
Oh, I can't.
You have plans?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have really big plans too.
I thought you just said you wanted to hang out.
Oh, tonight? Oh, I can't tonight. I have my improv class with all my improv buds.
Sounds like fun.
It's a blast. Wouldn't miss it for the world. But if something else came up, I would, totally always not go.
Jim's uncomfortable, but he's not going to give in now.
Improv sounds great.
Okay. What?
Stanley coughed.
End of Act 1. Act 2. Interior office, night. Shots of people collecting their things and heading out. Jim is putting his jacket on while going over last-minute party preparations.
Okay, Oscar, I can count on you for ice. Phyllis, you are the queen of sodas. And Kevin, you sure you don't mind stopping by Pizza Hut?
I was going there anyway.
Interior, Michael's office. Michael's getting ready to leave.
5 o'clock. Gonna get my improv on. Just drinking the old comedy juice. Guess what this is? A dinosaur leaving work to go to improv. Just a taste.
Interior office. Spy shot. Oscar is heading to the elevator. Michael approaches him as he's leaving, still angling for an invite.
Hey, Oscar, got big plans for tonight?
On call.
Oscar rushes past.
Kevin, my main man, where are you off to?
My brother's in town. We're going to see the Alaska IMAX film at the Science Center.
Kevin leaves.
Angela, you're in a rush. Where are you headed?
I'm just leaving for the day.
Duh. But where are you going?
Charity Bake Drive.
Huh?
Angela's talking head.
Lying is a sin. I hate him for putting me in that position. I don't mean that. I'm sorry.
Interior office. Michael finds Dwight getting his coat to leave.
Dwight, my loyal compadre. What do you say you mean hang tonight? Just doing whatever, celebrate ourselves, celebrating your choice. What's that stupid show you've been asking me to watch with you? It's, I'll watch it. Battleship Galaga.
Oh, yeah, that would have been great, but I can't tonight. I have practice. Yeah, soccer practice.
You play soccer?
Clarinet.
Michael realizes that Dwight is going to the party.
Oh, Dwight, even you.
Hope you have fun tonight. Whatever you're doing. See you tomorrow.
Dwight passes the camera on the way out.
He has no idea.
Interior, Jim's living room. Jim's house is a small 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. The bedrooms are upstairs and the living room, kitchen are downstairs. There's a small patio out back. Shots of Jim hurriedly cleaning. The party is just starting. People are mingling in the living room.
Okay, if I can have everyone's attention, there's wine in the kitchen and beer on the porch. And no, it's not all for Kelly and Meredith.
Better believe it is.
And
Somebody
Kelly
come
said,
here and help me with Meredith.
angle on Oscar talking to a good-looking, upbeat guy in his mid-20s who has his arm around an attractive woman.
So you're Jim's roommate? You, Mark.
Who's Mark?
Barry, your mark.
Oh, wow. Whoops, my apologies. So you're Jim's roommate? Yeah, Mark. This is Lisa. How'd you two meet? At work. At work. She started before me, and I kept going to her for training, even though I understood it all.
Yeah, right.
Mark kisses Lisa. You can tell they're the kind of couple that always cuddly and in love. Angle on Dwight coming in wearing Birkenstocks. He's holding a hey, hide a key rock and heading straight for Jim.
Really, Jim? Do you think this is a good idea?
Hey, you must be Dwight.
You don't work with us.
Mark is my roommate.
Mark leans in to shake Dwight's hand.
I like the Birkenstocks.
Yeah? Thanks. I always keep a set of them in my car. When is the guest of honor coming?
Oh, later.
Jim notices Pam enter.
Hey, you're just in time. Okay, the tour group is now leaving. We will be visiting both rooms in the house, and if we're lucky, we'll get to peek inside the bathroom.
Phyllis, Ryan, Kevin, and Kevin's fiancee Stacy gather near Jim for the tour.
Just need to remind you, there's no flash photography allowed, and please do not touch anything as much as you might want to.
The group follows Jim upstairs.
Hey, where's Caddy?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her in quite a while.
Pam, with some effort, has overheard.
Do you mind if I call her?
Let's talk about that later.
Interior high school hallway. Michael opens the door to a classroom where a group of about 10 students are sitting in chairs. They're mostly in their 20s, except one woman who's around Michael's age.
They can't start without me.
Michael crosses in. Michael's talking head.
Funny story. This is how I came to improv. I came to improv. I was walking down the street and a race car pulls up and a guy said, "You're funny. You're the funniest guy I've ever met. Or my name is not Dale Earnhardt." That was just an improv. How I really came to improv was I found a flyer.
Interior classroom. The teacher, Chris, late 20s, actually enjoys his job. Nice, supportive.
Let's get this right. I need 2 people for this next scene. Who's up for it?
A bunch of hands go up. Michael more eager than the rest.
Ooh, 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 Mr. Cutter! Mr. Cutter!
Okay, Michael and
The rest of the hands go down. Michael heads up.
anyone? Come on, people. This is why you're here, to build up confidence.
Not why I'm here.
Learn skills.
See whose skills are the best.
How about Mary Beth?
Michael rolls his eyes at the camera as Mary Beth, the one woman who's Michael's age, gets up.
Okay, start off, Mary Beth.
Mary Beth skips into the scene, licking an ice cream cone, clearly a little girl. Michael turns to her.
Detective Michael Scorn, I'm ordering you to drop the gun.
Mary Beth quickly adapts, making her ice cream cone a gun.
How did you know?
The class laughs, and Michael smiles, thinking the laughter is for him. Michael's talking head.
Think about it. What's the most exciting thing that can happen in a movie or on TV or in real life? You know, someone has a gun. That's just why I always start with a gun. Just try and top it. You can't.
Interior, Jim's bedroom. Jim is leading the tour group. Pam, Ryan, Phyllis, Kevin, and Stacy through his room.
Now, if you look closely, you'll find clues about the guy who lives here. He likes to bike, obviously. He loves travel guides. And if you're really perceptive, you'll notice he didn't do a great job cleaning his room.
Jim kicks his empty water bottle under his bed.
Okay, moving on.
As they head out, Ryan points out the penguin paperweight and mug with a penguin on it.
Penguin guy? Huh?
Yeah, I made the mistake of telling someone I liked penguins 5 years ago, and here we are.
Oh, I'm sorry. I gave you that mug.
Well, then it means something if it came from you.
Jim looks at the camera. Oops. As the camera moves on, Pam lingers a bit and looks around.
And that's my place. Thank you for taking the tour. Please keep your hands on the cart until the doors are open.
Jim's bedroom.
Jim comes back in as Pam is looking at Jim's desk.
So this is the home desk. You have to sit there so I can get the full experience.
Of course.
Jim sits down. Pam tries to find a place where she can look at him from the same angle she looks at him at the office.
Okay. I think I would be right about here.
Yeah, that seems right.
And Dwight would be,
No, don't put that image in my head. Just happy thoughts, Pam.
They laugh. Pam spots something.
ooh, yearbook.
Pam takes his yearbook, sits on his bed, and begins to flip through. Jim watches her. Interior classroom. The students are all standing in the space up front.
Okay. Bill's going to start us off, and then I want you guys to jump in when you have an idea.
Bill crawls on the ground. He's exhausted and wipes sweat from his forehead.
So thirsty. So incredibly thirsty.
Michael is warming up on the sidelines, jumping up and down. He starts to go in, and then another guy, Dave, beats him to it and stands near Bill. Hey, welcome to the Sahara Desert Latte Hut. Would you like to try our green tea iced blended? Some laughs from the group.
Not funny.
Just water.
Michael tries to head in, and another woman, Stephanie, moves in front of him. No one wants Michael going in. Stephanie is playing a very pregnant white trash chick.
Just meet my doctor here. Have you seen him? He's a very angry midget.
Off this setup, Michael runs into the scene.
Michael Scoon, FBI, you know what you did.
Michael holds up a gun and shoots everyone. They fall down dead. Michael moves around dead Bill. No, walks towards dead Bill.
You didn't think I could figure out your little ruse, huh? Huh? Ugh. That's right. I know where you hid the diamonds. I've been staking out you and your little friends for weeks.
Another improv actor gets 1 foot in the scene, and Michael shoots him dead too. And then Michael shoots some people waiting on the side.
Hey, I'm not even in this scene.
Okay, stop. Stop.
Michael slumps over like a pissed off teen.
Michael, you can't just shoot everyone in the scene.
If you didn't stop me, then you would have seen how good it was going to be.
How about the scene they set up?
Boring.
No, it wasn't.
If it was interesting, they wouldn't all be dead. Or they would have defended themselves with their own guns. Their choice.
No more guns, Michael. I'm going to need you to give up all of your guns now.
Michael reluctantly hands him a series of guns he has stashed.
Okay. For the next exercise, let's everyone pair up.
Everyone quickly pairs up, leaving Michael alone. Michael's talking head.
No one wants to fight the heavyweight champ. No, nobody wants that title shot.
Exterior, Jim's patio. A small patio with a barbecue. A treehouse is built on one of the nearby trees. Angle on Jim flipping burgers. Toby waits with a plate.
Hey, I really like the treehouse.
Oh, thanks. It belongs to the owners.
I'd love to have one like that.
Yep. Oh, right. Sorry. For half a sec, I forgot you had a kid.
Toby laughs and crosses away. Angela's next in line.
Hey, Angela. You having fun?
I have sap on me.
She points to her feet. She is wearing clogs. Interior Jim's living room. Kevin's fiance is approaching Meredith.
Hi, I'm Stacy.
I'm Meredith.
Nice to meet you.
Meredith's talking head.
I've met Stacy at least 3 times. I even bought her a drink at last year's Christmas party. What is it? Why doesn't she remember me?
Exterior patio. Ryan and Kevin stand near the barbecue grill, and there are a few chicken breasts cooking. Ryan reaches over to turn up the propane. Kevin knocks his hand out of the way.
Not so fast, you fire guy.
Ryan grimaces. Interior Jim's living room. Kelly, Stanley, and Oscar.
I didn't think the premier laser color copy batch would sell as well as it did.
It surprised us all.
I'm sorry, but could we please not talk about paper? There has to be something else to talk about.
A beat of silence. Angle on Pam, noticing that Dwight and Angela are off to the side together, just the two of them talking. Pam smiles. And back to Kelly, Oscar, and Stanley.
We'll be a while till we get our hands on the next 20-pound acid-free stock.
Oh, it's worth the wait, though.
Frustrated, Kelly crosses outside to get a beer. Angle on Pam, who's still keeping her eye on Dwight and Angela as she heads to Phyllis.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You wouldn't happen to know any secret office romances, would you?
You tell me.
Pam looks confused.
You mean you and Jim, right?
Pam's look shows she didn't.
Oh God. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you guys hang out all the time and you're always talking, and I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's not okay. Interior classroom. Mary Beth and Bill are playing the improv game Freeze. They're building a sandcastle at the beach.
Freeze.
Bill freezes as he's patting down sand on the castle, and Mary Beth freezes as she's digging in sand with her hands.
I'm in.
Michael heads into the scene.
Do you want me to go over the rules one more time?
Nope.
Michael taps Mary Beth and takes her place.
I'm looking for money in my wallet, so you can tell me my fortune.
A surprised looks from the group. No FBI, no guns. Bill, pleased, changes the sandcastle to a crystal ball.
I promise it's worth it. I can see you walking out of here and you are thrilled with your reading.
Laughter. It throws Michael. He should be getting laughs.
I'm just, I need.
Michael leans in and whispers something to him. Bill puts his hands up.
Michael, what did you tell him?
Nothing.
Then why are his hands up? Bill.
He told me he couldn't show it to me, but he has a gun.
Yeah, I'm just doing my stuff here.
Okay, let's just call it a day.
Michael's talking head.
Improv is a hit or miss. You should have seen me last week. I was on fire. Like Robin Williams, Ali G, Ryan Stiles. Whose line is it anyway? It's Michael's line because he is the funniest.
Interior high school hallway. Everyone is heading out quickly in a group. Michael rushes to catch up to them. As he nears them, he hears,
How do I get to Bernie's Tavern from here?
Don't worry, we're going to carpool.
So, Bernie's. We're all going to Bernie's?
We're not going as a group. It's just a private friend who happens to know all of us from different ways is throwing a private birthday thing.
Michael's look shows he doesn't know about this.
Hey, I'd love to meet up with you all at Bernie's, but I have a party to go to. Big work party. Can't get out of it.
A few people turn and give Michael polite smiles. Interior Jim's living room. Phyllis sings at the karaoke machine.
Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've ever known. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone.
As she sings, Jim crosses over to Pam with 2 cookies on a plate. He offers her one. She takes it.
Great party.
You being sarcastic?
I'm not sure.
Hey, how's your project coming along?
Oh, actually, I called it off.
Really?
Yeah, it turns out I was just grasping at straws.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Pam's talking head.
Just because 2 people are hanging out and it might look like they're together, it doesn't mean they're together. They could just be friends. It was totally unfair of me to assume there was something going on.
Interior Jim's living room. Same. Jim and Pam are sitting together. Pam is watching Kevin sing a Steve Miller Band song. Please try and clear jungle love. The Joker, Abracadabra, Fly Like an Eagle. And Jim looks around at everyone. This is what everybody looks like at his house. He smiles. His moment is interrupted by
Surprise!
everyone turns to see Michael is there. It's awkward. I mean, Dwight looks confused and he turns to Phyllis, who quietly straightens Dwight out.
Hey, I was just passing by and thought I'd stop in. Jim, this is for you. If you're opening it, I'd like some.
Michael notices that Sadiq is standing there with a beer.
Oh, come on, that guy? Good guy, not a terrorist.
Jim takes the wine to the kitchen. No one can believe Michael showed up, uninvited. Michael looks around and spots the karaoke.
Karaoke, no way. I'm so good at that. I call next.
Interior Jim's living room, a little later. The party has lost steam. Michael is at the karaoke machine, mic in hand.
Okay, I need someone to sing with me.
Nobody moves. The instrumental part of Islands in the Stream kicks in.
Because it's a duet, 2-person song. Come on.
Still no takers. Jim watches, even though it's hard to.
Somebody, Pam, I need Island, baby. When I met you, there was peace unknown. Kelly, no, I set out to get you with a fine tooth comb. Meredith, I was soft inside. There was something going on. Okay, this is where the other part comes in. If someone could just come up and you do something to me that I can't explain. Hold me closer and I feel no pain every beat of my heart. We've got something going on.
Jim can't bear it any longer and decides to help him out. As he takes the mic, we see Michael smile.
Tender love is
The
blind.
love is blind. It requires dedication. Come on.
This love we feel needs no conversation.
Everyone is enjoying watching this, especially Pam.
We ride it together.
With
Making love with each other. Islands in the stream. That is what we are.
Michael is having fun and getting into it. As he and Jim continue to sing, the camera notices the treehouse through the window, where we see on the floor Dwight's Birkenstocks in between Angela's 2 small women's clogs. End of show.
Woo!
Nice work, everyone.
Excellent karaoke, you guys.
Especially
Very,
love the
very
duet.
well
I've
done.
never done karaoke, so I have no idea how it's supposed to go.
It's just
I
like that.
forgot how that song went completely.
Oh, Heather, you were a perfect Phyllis.
Uh,
Oh, was I? Thank you.
No, I just
I've never
was
seen
not
it.
looking at the screen, and you sound just like her.
Oh. Well, thank you. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Oh, I love that actress. She's great.
It's a good show. You should definitely check it out. I think you dig it, Heather.
If it's on Prime or Netflix, I'm not buying any more channels. I'm not buying any new channels just to see it. So hopefully I can find it on what I have.
I think this
Awesome.
one has the least amount of action descriptions I've ever seen in something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was surprised by that.
It read really quick.
Oh,
I
anyone
was
who has to
surprised.
go- Sayla had to go.
Thanks, Sayla.
Thanks, Ayla. See you next
Ayla.
time.
Hi, Sayla.
Oh, you should bring her back so we can take a screenshot.
Oh, I think Jacob took one at the start.
He
Maybe
said
No, he
he didn't.
didn't.
No, he
Oh, he
didn't.
didn't. Okay, she'll come back later. She's longer. So, oh, and I guess we didn't get an intermission because it's a short one this time, but if anyone wants to take a 5-minute break, does anyone want to take a 5-minute break and we'll get back to it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I might
good
head
i-
out.
good idea.
I'm fading, but that was a lot of fun. It's good to see you. And
Yeah.
I'll be back. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks,
See ya.
Clint / Dwight.
Yeah, see ya.
Glad you're here.
Take care, Clint.
Hi.
You want to just go right through?
I mean, we can.
Or did you, I couldn't see who was saying yes to.
Is Michael so unwanted that is he like this for the whole series up to this point, that he's so unwanted that everybody just kind of makes up stuff just to get away from him? I feel sorry for him almost.
Kind of.
Seems
I haven't seen the full series, but I did hear something once about how, this show is based on a British show,
Yeah.
and they were trying to
Ricky
make,
Gervais.
yeah, the Michael character similar in that he was like unlikable, but Steve Carell apparently reads too likable, so they had to make a switch in the American version. So at some point, people were going to start being less mean to him because the American audience didn't like people being unkind to him, I guess.
Well,
I
he
don't know for a fact, but this might be that turning point, this script.
Well, Aaron, like, honestly, he doesn't read unlikable to me. He almost reads neurodivergent because he plays off the traits of a neurodivergent individual almost in this.
good point.
That's an interesting point.
Yeah.
Is that why people are so freaked out? They don't know how to react to a neurodivergent. They're just like, we got to get away. We don't want to deal with this. We got to get away.
No, I
Well,
think
like-
it's just that he's the boss,
The
and
boss.
they don't want to
and he
hang out with the
likes
boss.
to perform because there's a
Well-
camera that follows them around, right? It's there's supposed to be a
Oh yeah,
documentary.
it's a documentary.
I mean, he
Or-
tries so hard to bond with them, though. Shouldn't they appreciate that?
He seemed to also have some kind of ego.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
enough about the show to answer the question.
I think if you were to watch a few episodes, you would see that it's kind of appropriate for him to be treated a little bit standoffish and
Well, the way,
And-
yeah.
yeah, it does make sense because he's quite annoying, really.
How he was
It's-
racist with
he-
the.
Oh yeah,
Saying he tries so hard for people to like him that it comes off as inappropriate at times.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I say maybe he's neurodivergent, like even undiagnosed, because that is a trait. Like
Yeah.
trying so hard it comes off as inappropriate. That is actually a trait.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it, actually, and it might actually change how you feel about
Yeah.
Michael if yeah.
Well, I say that having experienced these things myself, I say I can observe it in other people. Even
Yeah.
fictional
I'm wondering if, like, of the characters, Dwight would be maybe the neurodivergent one.
Or both.
But again, I don't know it well enough, the show, but maybe there's several of them because they're all very quirky. They all have like very strong personality and character traits,
Yeah,
Mhm.
they do.
make them lovable in different ways.
Yeah,
Well, like,
yeah.
just the different things that stand out, like he's clingy. He's got special interests, like Michael. He's very clingy. He's got special interests. He wants to fit in so much. And he's so obsessed with trying to bond with people that he pushes people away. He's seen as too clingy, inappropriate. He's got too many special interests. And he struggles to fit in socially. And those are very big neurodivergent traits.
He doesn't know how to take
criticism,
a back seat. Well, I was thinking like a back seat. I don't know the right term, but he doesn't know how to not be the center of attention.
That is another
Right.
neurodivergent trait.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's interesting.
Like, I can tell you this because, like, to understand myself a little better, after I had an online social incident during lockdown, I actually took a course on autism spectrum disorder from UC Davis, California, that was offered on Coursera. And so that's how I know the traits a little better, not just from experiencing life myself, from taking that course.
Right.
Interesting. Oh. Did it
It makes
help
me
you
want to
to-
watch it again and like re-observe through that lens.
Yeah.
Again, I've seen many episodes, but not
Maybe I'm
not the
just
whole
weird.
series throughout. I was watching it last night, laughing out loud, forgetting that it was way too late to be laughing out loud.
There's many
What's the
people
difference?
that say that this show could not be created in today's time because of how inappropriate it was at points, how racist it was at points. What do you guys think about that? Do you think they could make something like this today?
I
I
think
think you
today
could have said
with
the
all
same
the
thing when you made it, but it was funny because of that.
I think today with all the political crap going on, the dishonesty, the evilness in the world, I think we need something that's utterly inappropriate so people have a reason to laugh.
They
Bring
still
back
do
All in the
have a lot of
Family.
appropriate shows on TV right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
good
know it's kind of
comparison.
like it's like the same thing as they're saying that, you know, Friends doesn't land the same way in today's audience. That's probably true for this show as well. It probably doesn't
Right.
land the same way in today's audience.
Heard the same thing about Glee.
Pardon?
I've heard the same thing about Glee. I loved Glee when it came out, but apparently now it's like way inappropriate to like teenagers. They're like, this is not okay.
People
I
just
was
need to
finding it
learn on the ground.
interesting, just script wise, about how many times like the so and so looks to camera is actually written in the script. I remember hearing that it was like that the whole series is less improv than you think it is. And now looking at the script, I'm like, oh, okay, I can see that now. Like whenever they look at the camera, it's scripted. Whenever they're
Mhm.
talking heads, it's scripted.
You know, I also noticed something else. I like what Jim does at the end. He literally, everybody's just staring at Michael thinking, oh God, what is this thing trying to fit into the world? He clearly doesn't fit into our world. He's too different. And then Jim literally steps out of the world and says, hey, I'm offering you the hand of friendship. You belong with me. Please come into the world and know that you belong with somebody, even though you're different.
Yeah, took some of the awkwardness.
And we need more people like that. We need more people like that because society pretty much today is everybody trying to push out what is different. And we need the people to step out of the world and say, hey, you belong with me, you belong. Be comfortable in the fact and know that you belong and be happy with that. Be happy being yourself. And
Did
I
anyone
wish
here
us-
actually watch this series?
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen every episode.
So based on that, do Jim and Michael end up having any kind of like father-son relationship? Because it seemed like they were
Yes.
trying to pitch that here.
If you guys don't end up watching the whole series, I highly recommend watching the episode that Michael does leave the show. It is a very emotional episode.
Yeah.
It's great writing, great television. And it shows that bond between Michael and Jim.
I didn't know he left the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't renew his contract for some reason.
I thought he was just getting too big in movies and stuff.
Uh,
Right. He was doing a lot of movies. Yeah.
I was reading about that the other day. Surprisingly, popped up on my feed.
So any other insights to people who've seen, who, is it just you, Morgan, that's seen it all, or?
I've seen a good portion of it. It's one of my oldest son's favorites. He also really likes The Community. That's a series about a college, community college. And he also really likes Seinfeld. So I think there's some kind of a pattern there. And yeah, it's a special kind of humor, really.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
know my
when I
girlfriend's seen
watch
every episode like 5 times.
when I watch it back, I laugh hysterically, but I'm also like, wow, this is super inappropriate.
Right.
Like the episode where they have like the cards on their head of the different races and they're trying to like guess which race they are. It's like, wow, like they really went there.
I'm sorry, by the way, I'm sorry. All of you could just see me breaking down in giggles during the turban scene. I could not help myself.
It
I was just losing my
funny,
crap
it
because
was
it was
so
so
bad.
inappropriately funny, and I just could not help it.
You know, I watched the episode last night I mentioned, and that scene's not in it.
Huh.
Yeah,
So speaking of
I didn't-
inappropriate, they realized they crossed their own line, I guess.
yeah. I think that's why it was so like, what?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about any mm,
I forgot that they hinted so early on, Dwight and Angela, because they don't actually end up, you don't see them together till like much later in the show.
oh,
But this is season 2, and that's pretty early on.
I wish I knew more about the show to talk about it, but
I know one
You really
stupid piece of
sounded an
trivia.
awful lot like Pam for not having.
Yeah. Yeah, you did a good Pam.
sorry, it kind of cut out for you and I didn't hear you.
Oh, we
Oh,
were
I just
getting
said you sounded.
compliments.
Yeah, I said you sounded an awful lot like Pam for not knowing the show.
Oh, good. I watched a little bit of it and I thought, oh, yeah, I'm kind of awkward like that. I think I could do that. So yay. Thank
Fun
you.
fact, I know this show came out in the era of MySpace, and I remember that was an issue because, not an issue, but it was a piece of trivia because when all the people are supposed to be working in the background on their computers, they were all actually working on their MySpace profiles and talking to people like live while they were shooting scenes.
Oh, wow.
MySpace, thank you for making me feel very old because that's the thing I was playing on in college. Thank you
Oh, I was
for
playing
making
on it 10 years after college, so I'm even older.
This show was very prominent in television because it was really one of the first of its kinds. The whole talking to the camera, it really became a whole need after that. And then other shows like Modern Family that I mentioned, where they're looking at the camera, Parks and Rec, obviously, so many different shows. And then even in WandaVision, which we did weeks ago, emulated that as well for that era of talking to the camera, which came from The Office.
But this was the very first of its kind.
Mhm.
That's interesting.
It
Any other
started
tidbits?
The same way in the UK version. Was it also the
Yes.
documentary style?
The UK did it first.
My favorite of that genre is What We Do in the Shadows and
I
the
saw that.
spin-off Wellington Paranormal. I have a friend that's like so obsessed with The Office and she works in TV, so she has made it her life goal to work with every single person on The Office. I think she has like one person left.
Wow. What does she do?
Cool.
She's a TV assistant director. She usually works with the extras and the cast.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, she didn't start till after The Office ended, so she didn't get to work on The Office.
Yeah, that would have taken care of it and like
Yeah. But she's actually like called into Office podcasts to correct them on their trivia. Like she knows everything.
wow. She should have been here tonight.
She should have been here tonight, but I didn't think about it.
Yeah. That said, if anybody sees ones that are coming up and knows people who are really a fanatic about that particular show, or is involved with that show or anything like that, please feel free to reach out to them in advance. And so you guys can talk and I'll look that up. I'll look up our list.
I've realized that I'm gonna miss Buffy and I'm bummed about that.
Yeah. Sad.
If you guys want an autograph from Oscar or Stanley, not to shout out Streamly again, you go to streamly.com and get that.
Yeah, when those lulls are a great time to do your shout outs.
Oh man, I'm looking forward to Stranger Things when we do that.
Yeah.
I might
Okay,
have
so
to- I'm gonna have to sign up for that.
Yeah.
next
this
week is
list at?
Paddington. What's that?
Where's this list?
Oh, I'm just
Or what's
looking.
coming up?
It's on Facebook.
Oh.
Read Tuesday. So you
Okay.
can look at it there. I think it's a pinned post that we have, but I
Okay.
also have it right in front of me. So we just did The Office. Next week will be Paddington 2, which I haven't seen before. So then Sherlock season 2, episode 3. And I hope it's the Sherlock with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh,
I don't even
Benedict.
know how
Yeah.
to say it. It's been
Yeah.
said wrong times. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is that season. Yeah, that show.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes, there we
Yeah.
go. Then is Buffy the Buffy the Vampire Slayer pilot episode. And then we'll be
Which
doing
one?
Ted-
There's 2 pilot episodes.
Are there?
Yeah.
It's a
Oh.
part 1 and
Fun
2.
trivia.
It's to be continued.
Well, actually,
Oh.
the first pilot was a half-hour episode and with different actors. And then they were like, this isn't working. Let's make it an hour.
Oh wow. Different actors.
And
Mhm.
recast.
The original script anywhere to be found.
I saw it
What's
Sorry.
that,
somehow.
Morgan?
Huh?
What was that you said?
I don't think the original script can be found. There's like pretty sure you can watch the original pilot on YouTube. But the script I don't think can be found anywhere.
It'll be the second pilot. Sounds like.
But it isn't to be continued.
I don't know. Well, I could look that up too. May as well. While I'm here.
I am gonna try and get Claire to, if she can't make it, I'll have her do a video.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. If
Maybe I'll
she-
help you guys like ask her questions and she can answer or
if she
something.
can't make it,
like
would it be
that.
better? Well, Jacob's not here to ask, but if we flip it with a different one, a time that she could actually arrive or take part.
Yeah, I'll see what she can do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm just looking that up right now. Buffy. Where is it? Why can I not find it? Sorry, guys. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Oh,
So now that I'm learning more about scripts, I'm watching this and thinking, okay, so we've got our A story, which is Michael
Yes.
and the party. And we've got our B story, which is Pam and the Dwight. Dwight? Yeah, Pam trying to figure out the Dwight thing and the whole office romance. The whole basis for the episode, the email surveillance, the starter little story there. Does anybody know if that has a name? Like, is that a Inception story or something in a TV pilot or a TV show? So that would be like,
I
you've got
think
your
it's-
inciting story and then your A story and your B story. I notice it a lot in
The-
Family Guy where they start one place and then take it somewhere totally different.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and
I
since-
noticed we originally had Power Rangers on the schedule. I don't know what happened to it, but I did find the movie script if y'all were looking for that.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Jacob did something there. So it is the to be continued.
So it's the first part.
So I wonder if I should try and find the second. It's 45 pages. So if I found the
The
second, then
Buffy
it's-
scripts are hard to find.
Mm,
I've searched before. They're pretty difficult to find.
okay, so this might be it then.
Maybe. I'll see if I can do some research.
Oh, thank you.
So I noticed something, and I don't know if I just have not noticed this before because most of what we've read has been something that I know. But in not knowing this show, there's a complete lack of any kind of character description. And I don't know, is that been with all of the scripts that we've read and I just haven't noticed because I know the shows? Or is that
Yeah.
just like a TV series, they're established well enough by this point in season 2 that they don't?
That's a good point. I think you could be right there. And unless it's a pilot where we would need to have those descriptions, there's not really much point because like in a feature, you get the description at the start when they're first introduced and then that's it. Unless there's a big change in there or it's a flashback or something, they don't really say.
Even like the improv players, it was just like she pretends she is German in this scene, but there's nothing about what she looks like, how old is she, any of that kind of stuff. Same with she's a trashy pregnant girl in this scene, in the improv scene, but nothing about any of the improv players or anything. So it's just like anybody could be them, I suppose.
I was looking at page 1, and we've got a young Muslim man with a backpack is walking into the building. So that might be the first time his IT character is introduced.
Oh, that could be it.
But everybody else at this point is already a regular on the show. But
Probably.
Usually
Have
when
we-
you're a staff writer, things can, like, you don't have to follow all the rules just because nobody's really going to read the scripts other than the people on the production. But when you're writing a screenplay, that has to go through several people in order to even be produced. So it's just like they're more lax, I guess you could say.
Makes sense. Yeah, like if you're just writing it for yourself and you're gonna
Yeah.
direct it or something, then you can.
Almost like the Breaking Bad episode that we read where the writer's literally talking to the production team in the script.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the difficulty right now, isn't it? With the WGA on strike.
Yeah, the WGA is on strike.
Yeah, as of 12:01 today, I believe. AM
Yikes.
today.
Yeah, I've gotten a million emails.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be interesting. So,
What exactly are
one
they
in 15
striking
years.
for?
For money, because writers right now, especially staff writers, are barely being able to pay for rent. That's how low they're getting paid.
Yikes.
What? Jeez.
Yeah. There's a form you can see where it shows you the residuals that writers get. And right now, a film that makes $45 million, I believe the residual is like $8,000 for the writer.
What?
Ew.
The writers include showrunners then, or are they in a different category?
a showrunner is a bit different, but is still in the WGA.
Oh,
It's a lot of people think that the majority of writers are millionaires when in reality, the majority of writers cannot barely pay rent.
Morgan, I've been in writing since I was like professional writing since I was 17 years old. There's no way in heck where I understand how little we actually get paid.
Mhm.
Same with
It's
voice
like per,
actors.
it's per work. That's how the job works. It's per work. It's not like a base salary. It's per work.
Well, usually staff writers will get a weekly stipend and then they'll get paid afterwards. The residual fees.
Yeah, but it's probably not very
Speaking of-
much.
I noticed this script has who directed it, but not who wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you mention the writer, then the writer has to get paid in royalties, correct?
Don't
They
know
should get
that one.
paid.
Yeah, I think it depends on their contract. I guess.
I know, but it's like if you mention them, like you have to, every time you have to mention the script, like you have to pay the writer royalties, right?
I don't know.
So they
I-
try to minimize the writer's presence so they don't have to pay the writer as much, correct?
It's probably an instance where it's a staff, and it could be that not one writer was a head writer of it.
Mm.
Could have been a staff
Maybe.
script.
Could be, could also not be, who knows?
So Morgan, as a rookie here on the team, when it's a staff writer, is they kind of sit in a room and write it together? Is that kind of how that works?
Yeah, a good show to watch, which is also a funny show like The Office. If you haven't seen it, it's called Reboot.
Oh my
It's
God,
a
the new
really
one or the old
show.
one?
It's a new show. It's about writers in a writing room rebooting a show,
Oh,
and it shows you the process that they go through. It's really hilarious. The first
Oh.
episode, they're actually in the Hulu offices, and they kind of like poke fun of Hulu.
no, because I know there was a cartoon show on YTV like in the 90s called Reboot as well.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure
And
which one you were talking
Came out, in
about.
came out in 94. And then they got the
I
sequel that
remember
made fun.
watching that.
And then they made a sequel a couple of years at, like I'll say like in 2016, just to be safe, that made fun of the original show and its original
Well, the
fans.
sequel's crap. The sequel
Oh,
was
I know.
crap. So.
Oh, I know.
I remember it. Enzo and Dot.
Yep.
Yes, and
And
Bob.
Bob, Megabyte, Hexadecimal, Hack and Slash, Fong, Frisket.
I mean,
Was
you
it a
have to be
cartoon?
Canadian to know what we're
Song?
talking about.
Oh, okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Was
The other reboot, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Version.
it's big R, little E, big B, boot.
Yes.
I think I
Oh.
actually found season 4 of that reboot in a pawn shop once, so I bought it.
Hey
This
Heather,
one
one second.
has, if you guys remember the show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, the creator of that show plays the lead in this.
Yeah. What's that?
It's a
I
box
can't
set.
see it, Ari, I can't see it.
Can't
Oh wow,
see
it
it, no.
disappeared. It's the box
Yeah.
Little
set.
Bloom.
It's
Oh
there you
my
go.
goodness. What season? Like, is that all of it?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I even got one of the voices for Andrea to sign it.
Oh goodness. Like the older Andrea or the little one?
The kid.
Oh.
doubles as an invisibility cloak. He just disappears.
Yeah. No, I was wrong. It wasn't a
Sorry,
DVD set at
we're geeking
all.
out. We're geeking out over YTV shows. You have to be in Canada to really get it.
Did you guys go to Calgary Con?
I went to
did,
the expo,
because
yeah.
I barely just got a job like in March and I'm paying off.
You
some-
were there. Streamily was there.
Oh,
My
really?
son
What's
and
that?
daughter-in-law went with their 3 children. The youngest is just 2 months old.
Oh, wow. How long
They
ago?
all
was
went.
Morgan, what was that you said?
Calgary Con. It's the
Yeah,
convention.
Oh,
You
the
went?
entertainment expo.
Few
Yeah,
days ago.
I went to the expo.
It was
Okay.
just this weekend.
Yeah, they
I
just-
didn't.
They
I
just
want
went,
to,
yeah.
but I'm thinking of Edmonton. Will Streamly go to Edmonton?
Oh, that's
I will check.
That's in
Claire went to this
September.
one because it was very last minute. But like Michael J. Fox was there, Christopher
Oh my
Lloyd.
God, I want to meet him.
Yeah. And the mother.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of good voice actors there too.
Yeah, I just started a job like a couple of months ago, so I'm still dealing with some debts I incurred in COVID, some essential debts, but maybe Edmonton's in September, so I'm thinking about that.
Okay, I'll look at the dates. I know we're going to File Fest in September and also 90s Con. So we'll see if we can make it.
Did
Oh,
you
are
go
you
to the
gonna come
expo?
up for Edmonton?
I didn't go personally. Claire went, who is
Okay.
my boss.
I know,
Oh,
but
okay.
if you come to Edmonton, are you gonna come out?
Maybe I get to choose which ones I go to.
Yay!
So,
We could
Road
come
trip.
meet you in person.
yes.
We can have
Do
a
they pay
party.
your way and everything?
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's super cool. We get to, as long as the actors make sales, then we get to go. We just go. What we do is we offer the autograph on our site so that anybody from around the world who can't go to the con can still buy it. And then we go to the con and we get the actor to sign them.
That's awesome. Yeah, that is so awesome, especially if you come to Edmonton. I will make a trip for you.
Make sure you come to the Calgary one next year.
As long as
Yeah.
it's not at the same time as File Fest, because I am going to the X Files convention.
That's
What
fair
about
enough.
Vancouver in
When's that?
24?
The X Files convention is in September.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, then coming to the Calgary Expo for next year, you're perfectly safe.
Yes.
What about Morgan? What about Vancouver in 2024? Because they already have the date for that.
Maybe.
Vancouver?
Yeah, Vancouver. I've been to the Vancouver airport, so I might go to that too if I have money. Just because I need to go to cons again. I'm at my sanity.
Well, I'm definitely going to keep you guys in mind because we ran into a situation 2 weeks ago where we had an actor who needed help and we had to scramble and try and find somebody in Canada.
Oh hell! You know what? I might even apply to volunteer at a couple cons now that once school's done, just because I love volunteering at cons. They're fun.
What kind of
I-
con do they?
Do it.
it's
kind of
fun,
help do
Angela.
they-
You should try it.
I'm going to another one
Um,
actually here in May long weekend.
Sometimes if you have an older actor, I won't say who it is, but if you have an older actor, they need help, just like you hand them the print so that they know which one to sign, deal with all like the
Okay.
looking at the technical stuff. They just want somebody there to help them.
Okay.
So they're not alone.
Fair enough.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I
can
got
see that.
like hugged off guard when I was volunteering once because I helped an older actor get through the very hard first day.
Well, I would think even any actor or a younger actor, it doesn't even matter. Like if you're there by yourself, it would feel overwhelming. People coming at you and like,
Not really. Not really. I did it twice. In 2016 and 2017, I volunteered at cons before I got endometriosis, and now
No,
I'm
but if-
finally health-wise that I can do it again,
you were-
probably.
but if you're the actor and people are coming at you and they all want to talk to you and they all want a piece of you and you're like, there's nobody
That's why
there.
they
to-
have handlers. They
But it
have
sounded like-
handlers so they can make sure that people don't come too fast or are too much.
That's what she's saying,
They
is you'd be
all?
the handler.
They
Yeah.
have a handler.
But do
Yeah.
they all have that or
They do
some
have
don't?
handlers, all of them.
Okay.
Well,
Sounded like-
for ours, we have a separate room for like Streamly where we put everything into a room and we'll have the actor come or we'll go to their table. Because they already know that they have a separate for us. So it's
Mm.
like just taking care of their orders through
Oh,
our site.
Oh, it would be so amazing to
organized.
just work with people at Iconic.
Oh, you got my coworker, Mick Wingert, coming up on May 10th.
who's that and where?
Mick Wingert, he's a voice actor, but he's on the No Sleep podcast with me.
Oh, nice.
He's the voice match for Jack Black.
Oh, Jack Black, my God, the amazing Bowser.
Well,
Yes,
I,
the amazing
With his
I
Bowser.
peach
have
song.
to, I
Yeah.
have to head off.
Peaches.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I liked him better in The Holiday, to be very honest. The Holiday is one of his best, honestly.
I have to head off. And I don't know if I end it, if that means goodbye for everyone or not. So
Oh,
I don't know if
do
you
we
guys
have to
wanted
go?
stay.
Well, yeah, we can go,
Oh.
I guess. Reluctantly.
All right.
Morgan, let me know what dates you're doing, please.
I will. And I know. I'll let you know.
Yeah, Morgan, I may ask you to more about what you just said later, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
We did
Mhm.
not have a screenshot for Jason's or Jacob
No.
to use. So he'll just have to
No.
pull something from
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
Jacob's
from the
gonna be
live.
so tired by the time he gets
All
home
right.
from China.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
All right. Bye,
Anyway,
everyone.
Thank you
Take
all.
care.
See you next week.
Bye.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
See you next week
Take care.
for Paddington 2.